Now time for the correction. Okay, so the first one is my headmaster advised me to apply for a university grant. My headmaster advised me to apply for a university grant, and you are supposed to use suggested. I am sure that you were very much tempted to use suggest with to, but remember that suggest is never used with to. So this is the sentence. My headmaster suggested that I apply for a university grant. My headmaster suggested that I apply for a university grant. In fact, that is optional and you can use I immediately. My headmaster suggested I apply for a university grant. But you can also use ing, and the result is like this. My headmaster suggested my applying for a university grant. My applying for a university grant. Okay, number 2. They got married in 1970. They got married in 1970. We have a past simple because we have a precise date, 1970. In the new sentence, you are supposed to use since. Okay, you know that with since we should use the perfect tense. So this is then the sentence. They have been married since 1970. They have been married since 1970. Now, sentence 3. He carried a torch so as not to lose his way in the dark. He carried a torch so as not to lose his way in the dark. You use that. Okay, you know that we can use so that, okay, when we want to express a purpose. So this is the sentence with so that. He carried a torch so that he wouldn't lose his way in the dark. He carried a torch so that he wouldn't lose his way in the dark. So wouldn't is future in the past. So it's like when you say, I'm carrying an umbrella so that I won't be wet if it's raining. Okay, so that I won't be wet if it's raining. In the present time you use won't, but when you are talking about a future in the past you use wouldn't, because wouldn't is future in the past. Okay, let's move on to sentence number 4. Sentence number 4. Were you able to get the job you applied for? Were you able to get the job you applied for? And you use succeed in the new sentence. And remember that succeed is followed by in, the preposition in. Okay, so this is the sentence. Did you succeed in getting the job you applied for? Did you succeed in getting the job you applied for? Number 5. They've been talking continuously for 2 hours. Right, you use stopped. They haven't stopped talking for 2 hours. They haven't stopped talking for 2 hours. You use the present perfect, okay, here with for, expressing duration. Number 6. One can get to Glasgow in 8 hours. One can get to Glasgow in 8 hours. You use journey. This is the correction. The journey to Glasgow takes 8 hours. The journey to Glasgow takes 8 hours. So remember that you must always use the same tenses in each pair of sentences, because the meaning must remain exactly the same. Sentence 7. It was difficult for me to make out the faded writing. It was difficult for me to make out the faded writing. So get faded writing, for example, in old papers or in old copybooks. For example, the copybooks that you used when you were in primary school. If you still have some, look at the writings. I'm sure that they are all faded. which means that they are not clear anymore for you to read. Okay, you use difficulty. I had difficulty in making out the faded writing. I had difficulty in making out the faded writing. Okay? Number 8. This is the coldest winter we've ever experienced. This is the coldest winter we've ever experienced. You use such in the new sentence. So, we have never experienced such a cold winter. We have never experienced such a cold winter. It's like when you say, I've never eaten such a delicious pizza. Okay? I've never eaten such a delicious pizza. So this is, I'm sure, a structure that you can often use every day. Number 9. He didn't realize what a long way he would have to walk. And you use the word how in the new sentence. So this is what we get. He didn't realize how far he would have to walk. He didn't realize how far he would have to walk. And the last sentence. You don't need to buy more food. You don't need to buy more food. Use the word there. There is no need for you to buy more food. There is no need for you to buy more food. Of course, you can choose not to use for you, but it's better to use it because the aim of this exercise is to get exactly the same meaning as the original sentence in the new sentence. Alright, so this was a hard day's work, so I'm giving you time to review the sentences with the correction that I've just given. If you've got questions, don't forget to send your questions by mail to CNELA Online Level 5. Alright, and I'll give back my feedback in due time. Alright, so see you next time.